telling about the three states, sleep, dream and awake, right? So, since initiation, like the amount of dreams has increased. I was just a little curious to know what is this dream state
Even dreams or thoughts. I suppose meditation, you are sitting, thoughts are coming. Always think that they are cleaning, they are coming on surface cleaning. They should not be given value. That is a cleaning. Same way in dream also. Dream can happen, either some impression is there that is being cleaned through dream, or some progress is there. So that is coming in an experience. Now, how to make a judgment whether it is a cleaning, if you want to be that clear, if you mean that. The dream which has come from progress will be on a more subtler plane than a dream which is gross. That you can feel yourself. You yourself can make that decision without doubt. The moment you give it a doubt, then you cannot make a decision. Because first you have poisoned it. That is why I am saying all the time, you can be real only to yourself. Nothing required. No other agency is required. This is me, this is real. Move with that. So this difference is there. So dreams can be either freeing you from impressions which are there, or it can be for the need-based evolution. You come a better understanding of things, of yourself, how it works. Because in divinity there is no such division. It is because of our impressions that these states are there. Higher we go, then they told that when you reach to Tiwari avastha, then these states are over. You are aware that I am undergoing, I am sleeping, I am dreaming, I am awake. All you can know. As a third party, this is happening in front of me.
So the thoughts that come during meditation is also pleasing.
See, first thing, if it is put in first place, that is why we say only thing which we keep on pulling down is doubt. Whether expressed or unexpressed, means it may not come to fore. Expressed means not telling somebody, expressed to oneself. That it may not be clearly saying I am doubtful, but there is doubt lingering inside. For reality, how can there be doubt? They two cannot stay together. That is whole satsang. Sansaya atma vinashyati. The moment you have doubt, you have pulled yourself down. So remove the things which make you doubtful. That is what people go for satsang. That doubt should not be there. Because doubt goes, then your inertia will go. They are both. One goes, one leads to another. Because then you know, I have got limited time. As a human birth, I have got limited time very clearly. The moment I am born, I am counting from the reverse side. Clock is ticking. Now you feel the ticking of the clock when you are aware of the reality. Otherwise it goes in wrong direction. You will amass this and that which is of not much value other than keeping your body. It is important, but not that much important for what it is. So this balance, this realization, this downs upon about the balancing act. Everywhere balancing act has to be done. Balancing act, I am saying these four ideals which have been Artha, Dharma, Kama, Moksha. So Artha is the first thing. But that much only. Not that first है तो सारा full life you have put into that. Then it becomes counterproductive. So balance, this much is here, this is needed. So then you, about oneself, it should, no, you say 4 other things are there, which now it has become redundant to say that way, but I, for the sake of clarity, I keep repeating that Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, these are within oneself, not outside. So which quality you are at one point of time, work at it. Somebody by nature is passionate to work, nothing wrong with it. That's my state. One should take it that way. This is my state, enjoy it fully. It is not that Brahman is superior to your Kshatri. Your Brahman is not superior to your Kshatri. Your Kshatri is not superior to your Vaishya. They all are, neither is your Sudra inferior to all these 3. No. They are as good as nature's attributes as any of the 4. See, Brahman means knowledge. That is what you mean. So knowledge is a necessity. You have knowledge, but it has not been applied for worldly sake. I am not saying spiritual knowledge. Because these are all material things, nothing to do with spirituality. This have been any dharma means how to live your life as a human being. Nothing to do with spirituality. That is an entirely different domain. Because their beginning is nothingness, where everything you have come to reality that this all does not exist really. I was just thinking as a wishful thinking. This is just hallucination. I do not exist. Then who will follow dharma or what for? The way they are saying dharma or religion, whatever. So this all varnashram dharma, this is meant how to live your life here as a kind of order that was maintained. Society was stable, so that kept for a long time running, and people were happy until they were with Kalachep, they were invaded and all. So this within oneself. So if you have knowledge but you are not applying, then what uses that knowledge for worldly reasons? So you need a Kshatri, so you need Vaishya, so you need a Shudra. They are all necessities within you. If you are cleaning, that's what they say, you are serving your body, then you are a Shudra. If you start doing some little calculation how to manage it, you are a Vaishya. You want to implement it just now, you are a Kshatri. You just contemplating how to, it should be, you are a Brahmin. All 4 things don't all of us do. So what is the system made is that this is very much within you, please implement it outside as well so it becomes harmonious. But look at what people have made out of it. So these are all, if you are aware that this is a limitation. These all things have been made for this purpose, that harmoniously society functions. Nobody troubles unnecessarily to others. And I also live in my space, give others their space. Then only satsang will be all pervasive. When everybody is happy, then only you can be happy. Otherwise, short means it's there is a on fuse, anytime it may go. Society is not harmonious, then anytime it can be explosive situation. That was the reason. So, but its beginning is always individual. That is why we say, the sayings, they have a meaning. We say even if whole world, if one lamp is flickering, then there is a hope for light. Because whole world's, darkness cannot extinguish that one lamp. Nature of the darkness of light is such. The moment it reaches to rain, it will vanish. Though a small thing. That is individual. So hope of the world is very much alive so long as even if a single person is awake. So both of the ways it has to be seen in a balanced manner. The people become so pessimistic, no, whole world is going to dogs now, there is no hope. Always there is hope. And that is with the individual. How much you increase your light, how much you evolve. The same thing which you were saying about omnipresence. Somebody's personality becomes a little bit bigger than what they appear to be. Somebody's becomes as they are, that much only. Somebody's becomes smaller. So they should work for the enhancement, that the personality enhances. And that enhancement comes with the normalization of senses. That is why we say meditation, that is why all these things, that enhancement happens. Senses becomes normal, then they get something extra sensory. This thing, conduit they become to the extra sensory things. So that means you have become little more sensitive. When the senses become normal, this whole process of spirituality is that what you right now are, your enhancement happens. Call it in different words, you say no, this evolution and it is what it is happening. Now you are realizing that you are nothing. Then you become conduit to the things because of the process, the way you are moving. If a thing is become worthy, only worthy things will come to it. Others will be obliterated. So that is what goal is. That there the giver is saying, no, if I give, I don't lose anything. Now something which you give, giving is always a pleasure. You can experience in your material life as well. The sense of giving brings joy. And here we say, by giving you don't lose anything. Giver says, by giving I do not lose. This sounds a contradiction in terms, but only in material plane. Here because it is immense. So as I used to say, it is a transaction in divinity. Whereas nothing, only when you do not exist, you are just a conduit. Things are going from here to there. So that evolution of individual and seeing things in right perspective every time. Every state, if you want to experience, then that's what I have told them. The senses become normal, then you can yourself discern what is needed. But there should not be doubt. Realization and doubt cannot move together. Any moment this happens, that is why all these katha they are told. What is their practical utility? There you see anywhere anybody got an illusion, immediately he runs somewhere. No, this immediately it should go. Otherwise that is going to pull me down, it will be waste of time. Doubt should not be there at all, any moment. Because that moment will go only to pull you down. So why realization? Because there is no pleasure more than anything. That I keep saying, if divinity was not pleasurable, nobody will go for it. And that is how it should also be. I am not against it. But that is where the taste comes. So refinement of taste should be a continuous effort from one side. That one's taste keeps refining. You give good taste to the children, you develop your own good taste all the time. The world's problem can be solved with this small thing. Because only thing is they have to unanimously say that this is taste and this is not. This is distaste and this is taste. Problem arises when we are adamant that my taste is only the taste, whether you like it or not. So if they become unanimous, no, this is taste and this is distaste, then there is no problem. So in every way that has to be, because that is how we have played havoc with our senses. giving them, feeding them distasteful things. Why children are going for such stuff, eating? Well, they have their taste bud has gone played havoc with them. It is becoming difficult to control and tell them that this is not taste. Please develop good taste. So there is no such thing. If we are true to ourselves, our evolution is 100% assured. There is no doubt in it.